my
actually
good friend.
doesn't like playing late game versus Morphling. A lot of
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, sorry, it was the level 15 talent, not the shard. I was thinking the 5
5
treants.
seconds remaining.
Okay, yeah.
Yes.
They nerfed the chain damage though.
No, they buffed it.
Wait, what?
It went up.
Are you
They buffed
kidding
the
me?
late game damage. No, I'm serious. That was a buff, dude.
What? Okay,
Yeah.
oh, that's nice. Thank you, Ice Frog. I wanted it nerfed, and they buffed it again.
Yeah, he got 5 more movement speed too, so he's even more annoying to lane against, just in case you were wondering.
Oh,
I agree with your general assessment, Bowie. I think this is still comfort zone for Beastcoast, though. So I don't love their draft as much, but I do think it's what they like to play. So that gives me some confidence. All things equal, Beastcoast are going to find the timings. They're going to be able to break this open with Whisper on the Nature's Prophet. He's going to feel like he's everywhere in that early mid game. I'm sticking to Beastcoast here, despite Unknown having a really solid draft. I agree if it goes too late, this Morphling might get unstoppable.
If these drafts were reversed, I would be so into the Unknown draft. I would be like, oh, this is amazing. Like, Beastcoast is going to crush them. So I actually still think Unknown has a better chance of winning this.
You're going to stick to your Morphling guns, a little fire ice motif going on?
Yep.
Okay. Well, exciting stuff. Game number 1 here, final series of the day. Mr. Gary, it is your turn. This is my favorite part of the day. I love hearing your opening analysis about how this draft is going to go. What do we think, buddy? Where are we going? Do we believe in the Chris Luck Quap?
Exciting stuff, Zayori. Yes, here we are, game 1 of this best of 3, as we've got ourselves that Chris Luck Queen of Pain. But I think
You
that
really
we focus
should
on
prepare
core
for
heroes,
battle.
and these drafts are very centered around the cores for a lot of teams. But Beastcoast, Theban, they've got Tusk and Witch Doctor for Schofield and Stinger, and we've seen how well Schofield can do on this Tusk. I feel like he's going to be the linchpin hero here for them.
You know what, Gary? I'm gonna be real with you. I think this might be one of the best Beast Coast draft you will ever see. Okay, here, I'm gonna paint a picture for you. What's gonna happen while this smoke is occurring? I don't think anybody's gonna die to this smoke. Actually, Phoenix might. Or he's gonna skill dive. If he skills dive, like his lane is just dead. Oh,
He's killed it. Lives away, but the snowball still connects. Oh, Prada. Has he got out of this one?
We got a snowball Tusk and a Phoenix with dive level 1 now.
30 seconds
Both their
to
lanes
battle.
are gonna look so ass. Okay,
They're still going for it.
Hello?
East Coast.
Okay, never mind.
Oh, go ahead. He's got a fairy fire. He don't want to throw as a toss, so he's just gonna let it go. But yeah, what I think of Beast Coast draft here is like they have 2 stuns in the safe lane. You know what happens when they have 2 stuns in the safe lane? Chris Luck just gonna TP there. Even if the Centaur Snapfire lane wins somehow, the co-op is gonna turn that around. If they're losing, then you're just gonna keep
The
punishing that
battle
Centaur
begins.
nonstop. Then on the other side of the map,
Or
we got a
so
Nature's
I am
Prophet
told.
who's going to be building into an Orchid very early into the game, which is going to make it really hard for Unknown to play because they don't have any way to remove the Orchid. Same with the Quops Orchid. So it's going to be this double Orchid with 4 stuns on Beast Coast team, and the mid game is going to look real rough for Unknown.
Yeah, and the ability to kind of traverse the map very quickly with Queen of Pain Blink, Prophet TP, even this Tusk, setting up for backstab play. He's already got his boots up, so he's pretty quick out across the map. And you mentioned that Prophet with the Orchid, Whisper in this off lane, very often he's the position 2. He's getting a lot more farm than some of his other cores are.
Definitely. He loves to be that position too as well. Like he loves to own his lane, get items, just keep pressuring non-stop with it, with some quirky heroes too sometimes, like Silencer, Leshrac. This time he's playing the ranged Nature's Prophet. And Schofield plays that off-lane role a lot of the other teams play. Like the tanky stunner guy who just constantly going in and providing vision.
Pull roots and run.
Yeah, the guy that loves to kick off fights. And his favorite part of the map, of course, especially when they're playing Dire side, is that bottom jungle near the outpost. We'll probably see him set up base camp there. But looking at the top lane just quickly, Stinger and K1, they played reasonably aggressively, but you can see the damage output from Sacred and Witch here starting to cause a few issues even before they hit level 2. It's a very oppressive lane from an Unknown.
The only thing you don't want happening in this situation is using up too much of your resources as Unknown before level 2. They do hit level 2 now, and Beastcoast are very scared. They're like, let's just backpedal into our tower. Let's not die right now. Oh my goodness, there you go. That's another wasted skill right there.
Very well done by
They
Stinger.
went for it. But you gotta be a bit more careful because now the cookie's on cooldown, pretty long.
Schofield First blood for Timo. I snowballed in on that Phoenix. Tried to get the tag team damage going. It's definitely pressure, but giving that bottom lane the first blood feels real nice, especially after leveling up Dive at that first skill point.
Definitely. And on top of that, the Morphling, he's got a Bassy level 1, Gary.
Too bad.
Interesting. We've seen the Falcon Blade for the mana cost of the attribute shift, and now we're seeing it Bassy on carry.
One stomped up after
got
the
him.
cookie.
Your name
I did
shall
get
be
him.
forgotten.
Moves too
Finally.
far forward.
The play. This is what we were looking at earlier in the day too, right? The Snapfire Centaur lane. It's so potent in the early game. Once they do hit level 3 on Beastcoast though, they got very similar damage output to the Centaur Snapfire. They just need that level 2 Maledict up, and the Centaur will feel a little bit more pressured.
Especially if Schofield can make that rotation as well. You know, his TP's on cooldown right now, but he could also be a hero that shifts up to top, whereas Phoenix, not really the same reactive kind of hero as Schofield.
Brace yourself for sad tidings. Radiant's courier has been
Whisper does get
slain.
chased back by Timo, but
There is certain to
sort of
be
TP home from the Prophet.
unimaginable
He
retaliation.
can return to lane. And then the one lane
So
we've not
mid lane
really
looks
picked
pretty
into
good too, Gary.
for the
I don't know if
Beastmaster,
you
yeah.
noticed that. Yeah, he's got 8 denies, which is
Better my blade
not
than
normal
theirs.
against a Queen of Pain.
Worthy
That's for sure.
Wahoo!
Chris Luck feeling a little bit of pressure. I would say for the
Radiant's
first 3
top
minutes of
tower
this game,
is
Unknown
under
are doing
attack.
exceptionally well in the lanes.
And not in a
like
good
all
way.
3 lanes.
Yeah, it looks like 3 lane wins. The only downside, you know, Timo CS looks a little bit wobbly with 10 denies on Whisper's Prophet.
Yeah.
But if they do get a couple of kills down there, or just level out the lane, make sure Timo gets that free farm, bring out a bit more regen for him, it should settle down.
We got the Stinger level 2 Maledict up and running now. Sitting with 6 HP. He might need to be careful there.
And Stinger's even bringing out like raindrops, more regen, a fluffy hat, anything he can to withstand that initial burst damage from the Centaur and the Snapfire. And he can go back, try and pull. He's going to be contested though. Snapfire's not going to let him get away with it for free. He really desperately need to drag that wave back. Stinger gets not even a half pull, just a range creep. He should at least push and trend towards the dire side. Give K1 a little bit of breathing room. But yeah, that mid lane's only getting worse, you know. 12 denies now on RoboZ. He is struck up by that dagger, but he's got wand, plenty of regen with a salve and a bottle. The Schofield Tusk is lurking and smoking into that lane. It looks like Chris Luck he sounded the alarm. He wants help.
He wants to be snowballed in this lane. Oh, RoboZ also brought on a healing salve. Very smart play on his end. A lot of mid players, you know, they don't tend to.
In a stroke
Another
of
kill
cunning,
to
or perhaps of desperation,
Did get the Maldives
Dire's
out there.
structures
It looks like
have been
Centaur's tanky enough.
fortified.
Bracer, wand, even holding a fairy fire, and they might
Yeah.
even consider going for
Solid
this
build
dive
here.
with a big creep wave coming in.
He's not going for the boots or something that doesn't make him tankier in this lane first. Bracer, Ring of Regen, full wand. It's extremely tanky Centaur. He's made it through the point where Beastcoast had an opening to kill him, and now he's going to be very chill in this lane. Going to be able to farm up quite easily until the Queen of Pain rotates up there with the Sonic Wave.
Yeah, he's even got that ring of health now. They do force the Snapfire away from that pull, but again, good manipulation of the creep wave by Unknown. And continuing this exceptional laning stage. Now, when you see the 2 mid laners actually running back to Fountain like this, where do you expect them to go? Will they use this period to maybe move into a side lane?
I think RoboZ, he doesn't really want to move because he just wants to farm with his wild axes and just get to this Ags as fast as possible. Where the Queen of Pain does want to spend the Sonic Wave. If she goes back mid, it's not really going to be possible. So you can see her right now TPing top.
You called it. Straight into that safe lane. Pummel the Centaur with a Sonic Wave.
Bury me
Pops a
in the
fairy fire, but the
grounds of
Maledict's definitely going to bring him down. Maybe
Radiant's
considering that the
bottom
deny from
tower
Wiz,
is
but it
being
wasn't to be. While down
subjected to
bottom lane, they're
extreme
moving on to
violence.
Whisper. Diving and stacking up those fire spirits. He seems all right.
Got the kill on the Centaur. And another one.
Who put
They're going
that
to take down the
down?
Snapfire.
Ooh,
Yeah,
and
they
that
are.
means no stun for Snapfire too. So Centaur's going to TP back top, and he will have no help. Meanwhile, middle, you can see Schofield just chilling there, getting XP, almost level 4 now. I wonder if Chris Luck is actually going to just stick around top some more. and see if the centaur shows up in the lane.
Go for round
knows.
3.
Yeah, Sacred is just gonna go straight into the jungle while the Snappire is dead and cannot TP back top to help him out.
That is a good bit of vision from Schofield there, kind of expecting that move. So they see exactly where Sacred is.
One movement from Chris Luck, and all of a sudden top lane just looks completely lopsided, where K1 can just sit up here, freely farm, got to his reincarnation. It looks like he's going for a Midas this game, Gary.
He does like that hand of Midas. Hector does, doesn't he?
He likes to farm K1. He likes everything given to him. He probably gonna ask Stinger to give him a clarity right now.
Thank you, peasant.
The chat line as well. Or the hero response. Yeah, Witch Doctor, you peasant. Give me that clarity.
He probably asked him to buy that clarity for him. Stinger's like, it's on its way, master.
Does he even need to ask anymore? Stinger's probably programmed by now. You know, he's been broken down. A broken man, buying clarities for his pos 1 and now stacking up some camps for him. Doesn't quite get the job done. That's a good idea nonetheless. As we do rotate a little bit into mid, Roar is ready from Robo-Z, and yeah, you can see Widge there as well as the Phoenix. All moving into that mid spot.
Too. That's pretty nice. Like, she can't show mid.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. And
take a bunch of damage. No, oh my god, why am I blanking? Raindrop on the Queen of Pain as well.
And really rushing hardcore into that Orchid.
Yeah.
I keep looking at the CS board.
There it is.
Oh, there's the Raw. In with the cookie, chain stun up, snowball, it's not saving her. Out of place there, Schofield doesn't buy enough time as they do turn off the Snapfire and sprout her up. Wedge cleared up by Whisper.
That was a bit awkward, right? Like, he could have snowballed towards the target, picked up, quad, maybe dodge a scatter blast or something, so she can blink away. He just didn't get close enough to the Queen of Pain to pull her into the snowball, unfortunately.
Yeah, a little bit wonky, but nevertheless, that is the Raw spent. And Beastmaster now back into the jungle on his way to that Aghanim Scepter, of course. Needs
K1?
time to build it up. K1, yeah, being burnt down by the Sunray. Cookie forward. He's got that reincarnation though, as he's already popped his stick, and now the turnaround with the Cask of the Maledict. Sacred having to deal with skeletons. He just backs up to his tier 1. So they take that first life of the Wraith King. Raindrops on the Witch Doctor actually allowing him to survive through the Scatter Blast. Also gets away from danger. While you look at this, Schofield, Tusk, and maybe even the Crystal Queen of Pain, they're kind of angling towards top.
Yeah, they want to go on this half HP Centaur if they can. Keep punishing him. Help K1, maybe even take this top tower.
Just diving straight onto Snapfire.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower is under attack. I feel like a broken record.
Do you want to push this tier 1, bring Profit up, or back to your lanes as usual?
Alarmist,
it looks like Profit's actually a TP.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Queen of Pain. The Sonic Wave turn around with the Maledict, and Sacred is about to fall.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Snowball back onto the Phoenix.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Beastmaster kills off Chris Luck, thanks to Teemo's Morphling. He's turned into Tusk, and now the Death Ward bouncing, jumping onto Robo-Z. Whisper, he's slain by the axes, and Teemo comes out with a double kill as he finishes off the Witch Doctor, so a 3 for 2. All things considered.
And
Tusk.
Queen of Pain did use the Sonic Wave. Tusk, he's good, right? Yeah, he's out of there. Okay. So I was thinking like Unknown only have 4 heroes there, but then Teemo TP's into the fight. He has that morph ready. Becomes the Tusk, goes onto the Quap, finishes her off. Chris Luck, he had a chance to blink out, but he wanted to use a Scream of Pain before he got out, and I think that was the biggest mistake he's made so far in this game.
You don't really expect
a lot of golden XP.
10 minutes in, Schofield still gets found. That observable place just in the nick of time. But I guess you don't expect a Morphling of all heroes to be, rotating and ganking to come into a team fight.
Extraordinary amount of
Phoenix
stress.
Sunrays through the trees,
structures are fortified.
that entire bottom lane.
They are Radiant's bottom tower robust.
Still being chased by Stinger and Whisper though, as they know exactly where the Phoenix is, and the fact there's no dive.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Soon.
Has that ever been Dire's top
They're
tower is
pressured
being
by the
attacked
skeletons
like
and the
nobody's
catapult as well,
business.
so that tower is gonna fall
Radiant's bottom
while
tower
Morphling takes
is
top.
under attack.
They don't have any orchids ready yet to try and surprise kill this Morphling.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Oh look, Radiant's bottom
There is the
tower has
Whisper. The
fallen.
Treant's actually the ones
Dire's
together.
top tower has fallen.
And they see that someone was just
Dire's
farming in that bottom
structures are
jungle.
fortified.
Sacred showing on the mid lane. As the rest of Unknown moving up towards top jungle and finding these stacks. They're all built up by the Witch Doctor, but now being stolen by the Beastmaster. Something we've seen several times now is this Beastmaster knowing the stacks out there and wanting to get to that Aghanim faster.
Radiant's
Just comes in
bottom
and
tower
steals
is
it.
being subjected to extreme violence. Dire's top tower is being attacked like nobody's business.
Your first idea is not, oh, we gotta contest our stacks.
Radiant's
Because now
bottom
you're
tower
falling
is
into
under
Beastmaster's
attack.
trap. Like, you're gonna run into it, you're gonna get
Has
roared,
that
you're gonna
ever
get
been
axed
cause
on.
for celebration?
So you kind of just have to give it to them. It might even be a better decision not to make stacks against Beastmaster.
With me.
Strange
Maybe
to say,
focus on only stacking,
Radiant's
these
middle
ancient
tower
camps
is
and
under
that
attack.
right-hand triangle if you're the Dire team. It's very open on the left, on the top side of that map.
Oh, God bless. K1 went for the relic instead of the Midas. I was gonna say, like, if you went for the Midas, I think Beastmaster's timing would just destroy you. Right now, Beastmaster's gonna get Ags, but Rating is only about 1,000 gold away from the Radiant, so Beastmaster has about 2 minutes to play with the axes before the Radiance comes online. And at that point, the fights will get harder for Unknown.
So that's K1 kind of feeling the pace of the game, isn't it? Understanding that he's got to play that a little bit faster. And you're probably also going to time it up here as one Orchid's done. Nature's Prophet has it. Along with Green Pain second. So two, yeah, my bad. Two of them in the smoke.
13 minutes. It's go time. I mean, they don't have the Radiance, but 2 Orchids is already big completions right here.
And you can see the fear from Unknown. They're hiding Morphling up top. They're TPing a Snapfire there with the Beastmaster and Phoenix already in position. So they want to try and prepare themselves for any of these kind of Beast Coast
Radiant's
loads.
middle tower is
Ags
under
already
attack.
too from the Beastmaster.
I have no reason to
They don't
lie
have
about
the
such
blink on
things.
Centaur though, so they couldn't make the jump onto Schofield, who does break their
Strange
smoke.
to say,
And now playing
Radiant's
that
middle tower
top
is
part of
under
the
attack.
Mid lane, trying to defend their tower. Beast Coast, just going to throw a couple of spells, poke and prod, and then back away as they realise that Unknown have pretty much brought every tool in their arsenal to come and deal with this. The kiss is even thrown in there on the Stinger. That's blown him up.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Just the
being
wars and kisses
subjected to
good enough. I
extreme
mean,
violence.
Good call on Weege there to see
Dire's
that
middle
the
tower
boars
is under
will
attack.
be enough for you to land all your
I
kisses.
feel like a broken record.
And this is going to open the tier 1 tower up. You got Axes on the Beastmaster and Stampede ready with the Roar, Nova.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Must I
Yeah,
repeat
that investment
myself?
into the Orchids, I mean, it definitely will pay off, but you do want that snap move when you get a couple of kills, get a bit more out of your investment straight off the bat. And Beast Coast do have to buy a bit more time for this Radiance to be finished, which is now coming out to K1.
Yeah, it looks like they actually want to run down mid now.
Yeah, leaving out level.
They want to force Morph's hand right here. They don't want him to just continue to farm the way that he is. Knowing K1 Gary, he's not comfortable seeing that Morphling has 0 deaths in this game.
Let's force him into these team fights. Let's get some 5v5s going. Stop Morphling from just sitting there with Max Agi killing all these neutrals. Gonna find the Centaur
Oh,
bottom.
they found him.
There's the tag team and the Orchid. Immediately bursting through the tanky boy. Whisper even TPing there aggressively, so they can maybe push this into a tier 2, and they've also got the ward coverage to do it. Stinger got some really nice observer wards down, seeing exactly where Unknown are.
Yeah, they want to collapse on mid here. Robo Z, he's got to be careful not to get orchided.
Radiant's middle
Yeah,
tower
creep,
is
try and
under
clear up
attack.
as much of this Beast Coast
Radiant's
nonsense as you can, but the
structures
boars have
are
died, the skeletons
fortified.
are up.
Oh my god.
In fact,
That
they
adds
appear
so much
radiant
damage.
with health.
Ooh.
Dire's top tower
He's
is
actually
under
gonna run away
attack.
from this. They've defended their tier
Must
1 just
I
with a wild
repeat
axe. And
myself?
Centaur has actually respawned, plonks himself down in that mid lane.
Noah Gary, they're gonna need
Radiant's
to change
bottom tower
Beastmaster's
is
name
under
to
attack.
Sniper. Because that's what he really is.
He's the real sniper now.
I mean, this thing is more obnoxious than Sniper. What do you do against this right now? Like, you gotta smoke, you gotta go from the back, but he just positioned himself better. You don't have the correct jump heroes to be able to get on the Beastmaster right now.
Yeah,
The hero I do like against Beast is like Spectre, for example. You can just haunt, go straight to him.
and buy Blade Mail.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Blade
under
Mail,
attack.
dispersion, return all of his damage
Has
back
that
to him.
ever been cause for
It kind of has to be
celebration?
that, right? It's like buy Blade Mail or buy BKB. You have to itemize up against this Beastmaster for sure. Get
Radiant's
tanky.
bottom tower is being
That's what K1's
subjected
doing.
to extreme
Onto
violence.
the mid tower here. Chris Luck going in with the Orchid. Has the Sonic Wave ready. Oh, not gonna drop it first. Wait.
Yeah, roared up. The rest of his squad nowhere nearby. I mean, K1 was there, but no supporting cast. And they just stampede straight onto the Queen of Pain through a roar.
Wow. I have not seen Beastcoast be
Dire's
so
middle tower
like
is
flustered in
under
a
attack.
game.
Dire's
in a
structures are
long time.
fortified.
They feel like they're strong. They feel like they should be destroying them, but this Beastmaster is
Dire's
causing
middle
so much
tower
trouble.
is under attack.
Yeah, Centaur Snapfire,
Radiant's
Beastmaster
bottom
mid,
tower is
and then that
under attack.
looming threat of the Morphling. Like you've been saying, it's that kind of innate pressure where he has been farming, he's got Manta style done, and the panel was saying the
Radiant's
carry versus
bottom
carry
tower is
matchup going
being
to feel pretty
subjected
good for
to
Timo in this
extreme
one.
violence.
As they just wander straight into the Roche pit. Beast Coast with the Queen of Pain
Radiant's
alive in
bottom
a
tower
sec.
has fallen.
Do have
Seems
the
to be the
possibility
day
to
for
come
it.
and contest this. It's not a fast one by any means from Unknown. I don't have,
They also have
no
Sonic
medallion or
Wave.
anything.
They don't want to just clump up into the Roshan pit and
Radiant's
just get
middle
hit
tower
with the
is
Sonic
under
Wave there.
attack.
That would feel real bad. And then the Wrath of Nature comes out too. Actually, he's going to use it to push the lanes out right now.
Yeah, he forces them down bottom. Phoenix at the very least to try and clear that wave. So Roshan gets left.
The thing is though, Gary, with all this dancing around the mid lane and the Roshan, guess who's benefiting the most from this?
I want to say K1, but it's like Whisper has just been out on the map farming and
Exactly.
pushing non-stop.
He's the one. I mean, let's not forget, Whisper is the secret carry, right? Of Beast Coast. Like, he's
The
a
hidden
true
position too.
Yeah, and he is freaking farmed right now. He's got as much as the Morphling. And he's just been chilling bottom. He's like, all right, you guys do what you want to do. I took bottom tier 2 tower, and I'm pressuring into the tier 3s. Yeah, that's something we didn't mention. He took the bottom tier 2 tower already.
Oh yeah, and this is Schofield doing Schofield things. You know, he's playing in that favorite part of the map again.
Radiant's
jungle.
middle
He
tower
does
is
scout them
under
out, but
attack.
they've converged in trying to help
have
him.
no
That's
reason
allowed
to
Stinger.
lie about
It's
such
allowed
things.
them to kill
Oh,
Stinger and
no.
now rewarding the Queen of Pain. Chris Luck is also
Dire's
able to
top
use a
tower
demise,
is
a
being
triple kill
attacked
for
like
Robo-Z.
nobody's business.
Kisses on the
Radiant's
K1,
middle
and the
tower
Wild
has
Axes, they're
fallen.
stacking up. 4 of them, in fact, onto K1, the supernova there. The buyback from Queen of Pain, gonna jump in and try and battle with a Sonic Wave. Doesn't even kill a single soul. Sacred does finally fall to the Radiance of K1. Whisper TP's in, the Orchid there with the Glimmer Cape to save.
Got a BKB.
And SHCC, a BKB from Whisper, the jump and the scream, the cookie back, the final click. Does take that Phoenix down, but so much lost by Beast Coast. A buyback from the Queen of Pain on
lot.
top of it, compounding it.
That was 4 kills and a buyback. And I mean, the Queen of Pain, she needs all the gold she can get to that BKB. She's been moving around a lot this game. So that hurts. And K1 died again. So K1's got 2 deaths. Morphling Timo, he's got none. He's farming freely. Well, not really freely. He has been moving around a lot too. So his net worth isn't as high as the other 2 carries on Beast Coast side right now.
Tally ho!
But he is still offering that almost unkillable threat from the position 1.
It would appear Radiant's top tower is under
Chris
attack.
Luck desperately needs
Radiant's
the BKB.
structures are beautifully
Still
fortified.
still.
What do you feel, Gary, about this?
Radiant's top tower
Morbid
is
Mask
under
Morphling?
attack.
Like, it feels good because you're constantly staying full health, but does it even matter?
Do you think you could just farm jungle without it?
Yeah, of course. You don't need that item.
Like,
How about all the other carries that don't have lifesteal? Like Troll Warlord, for example. Does he need
Yeah.
a Morbid Mask?
that's true. I mean, we see it sometimes just for laning stage, right? And then I guess Possessed Mask now coming in as a neutral item feels like you can just wait for that and see if you get it.
Yeah, I think when we watched Angel play Morphling yesterday, like, he didn't have a Morbid Mask. He just played without it. It was completely fine. You just play with your attribute shift anyway.
So it's a pretty hefty
900
investment.
gold. Exactly. It's a lot of gold. It could be going towards stats or your next item.
Maybe if he wants to think about Satanic down the line, but that's pretty distant thought. We'll see what he does with it though. Yeah, I think it is a bit of a waste. I'm definitely leaning that direction. Smoke coming through from Unknown. Who are they going to find? Schofield holding the staircase just next to Chris Luck, so at least bodyguarding the Queen of Pain. And Beast Coast
Yep,
playing
he's got a
very,
Blink Dagger
very
too.
tight together.
Oh, there we go. Got the pop on the smoke.
Radiant's top tower is
Try
under
to blink
attack.
out if needed.
And not in a good way.
Yeah, they reclaim their outpost down south too. does mean that Whisper, that one true
Well,
carry, is out on
it
the map.
seems that
taking
Radiant's
tier
top
one,
tower
pushing out
has
waves,
fallen.
and forcing rotations, lots of them in fact.
Sacred though, he's ready to jump him.
There's the blink for the BKB. Whisper very quick with the fingers. Gets the BKB TP.
Illusion.
He knows no one's showing on the map, and he's gotta get ready. There's only 2 buttons he's gotta think about: BKB and teleportation.
That's pretty much it. So a good sequence of events from Beastcoast. You know, the 3-4 minutes prior they were bleeding out a little bit, but now it feels like they are back in control of how the map is flowing, and the Radiant are the ones feeling almost forced to make moves and start fights.
RoboZ also going for the team fighting build, agging him straight BKB, no boots of travels or anything like that yet. Morphling also finishing his BKB now. So a lot of heavy right click potential damage from Unknown. The Orchids will be a bit worse in the next engagement because of the 9-second BKBs. But he can still kill the Phoenix, the Centaur, the Snapfire.
It would appear
And you look at
Radiant's
Nature's
top
Prophet,
tower
he
is
was
under
actually
attack.
queuing up for a Bloodthorn. He's changed his mind, going for the Sight of Ice instead.
Okay.
Roshan's happening too.
Radiant's top
they're gonna be
tower
way
is
too late
under
for this.
attack.
This
Oh,
is
yeah, those-
Beastmaster.
And not in a
12
for
axes.
reasons known only
Stacked
to
on
itself,
Roche.
the Radiant
Scouted
have
out
slain
in the last second with a
Roshan.
tusk. But he just goes into the pockets of the Morphling. And now you're going to have to contend with an unkillable
Strange
double
to
life
say,
morph with,
Radiant's
like you
middle
say,
tower
9-second
is under
BKB.
attack.
And I think if Unknown don't start pressuring the map right now and taking towers,
Radiant's
maybe
bottom
even forcing
tower
a high
is
ground play,
under attack.
Beastcoast are going to outscale them
that
in this
ever
game. They
been
got
cause for
Tricore going,
celebration?
where Unknown have a Morphling single core, Beastmaster is like a spellcaster, Centaur is going for Solar Crest or something. So single core lineups, you gotta get this Morphling involved right now to take objectives.
Get him on the tracks, start rolling. It really is an interesting kind of spot, right? Because if a team is playing against Beastcoast, you've always got to have in the back of your head, these guys are good. These guys, you know, they know how to play the map. They've been to minors, they've been to majors, they've performed at the highest level. And even if you're ahead,
Got
in
it.
terms of feeling how strong you are, there's always that looming fear that you're going to slip up once and Beastcoast capitalize and take the entire game away from you.
Yeah, exactly, and that's why they're playing very cautiously. You can see them on the map moving around together as 4. Morphling is pretty much the only one playing by himself because he's got an Aegis. Even the Phoenix here just sees like a teleportation coming from Nature's Prophet, just zips away. There's no offensive actions coming from Unknown, and I don't know what their timing is now with the way that they're playing on the map. Widge is dead.
He sure is. Closed in on. Completely out there. Isolated in that
Yeah.
bottom right-hand corner of the map.
Smoke coming out. They have a Beastmaster with Blink Dagger. They're gonna try and get a pick with this. Schofield might be the... Yeah. Whisper...
Oh, they see the Hawk. They've got to know this is coming now. The Roar, the BKB, it's timed nicely by Whisper. Snowball is going to try and get himself away from this. A Stinger does
Very
arrive.
nice.
Scooped up in the
Dire's
back of the
structures
jump
are
onto
fortified.
Whisper clears through the Prophet. Death Ward dropped as K1 moves in. Tiro's turned into him. Double Wraith King. Death Ward still bouncing a few attacks out there as we dive from Phoenix, trying to catch out Stinger, and 3 in a row. Unknown line them up, even after losing Snapfire, fighting 4 versus 5.
I don't mean to be
Very nice.
alarmist,
I
but
mean, they got the
Dire's
roar
bottom
onto
tower
the
is under
NP. I
attack.
thought he was just going to TP out, but maybe he was worried that the TP was going to be too late,
Dyer's
or he
bottom
wanted to
tower
bait.
has fallen,
Nonetheless,
if that's
was
the
the
proper
wrong
term
call
for
there
it,
to try and take
and
the
I
fight.
believe it is.
Mid lane.
All the heroes.
Snapfire
Widge again.
That's a Sonic Wave spent for
Dyer's
it.
structures
Looks
are
like Chris Luck
fortified.
still has a little bit of work to do to finish off.
BKBs too.
Using a BKB. Centaur TP's in and has the backup of the Beastmaster with Roar in 10 seconds. Now, they won't find anyone else straggling around on
Yeah.
the retreat.
Lead as 3
Chris Luck knows he's not going to be that guy who's going to die by not clicking BKB today and cost his team the game. He knows.
He will press his buttons.
I'm telling you though, with the new BKB, I think it's great to just click it whenever you need to. Like the 6-second BKB feels really good in the late game.
Yeah, just use it. A much more of a consistent tool, isn't it?
Most definitely. I wonder if right now they see K1 on the minimap, they'll try to make a play. Morphling, they show bottom. It's gonna have to TP top though, if they want to get this done. They need his damage.
It's so hard though, like having an illusion rune pop up when you've got this radiance, an incredible feeling for a Wraith King. Shoves out mid with it, pushes top, forces the Centaur to stick around, and he's farming jungle camps behind it too, so creating a bit of a safety net for himself. Still top of the net worth, K1.
The seeds of fortune.
Getting into his assault cuirass and still has that fresh 9-second BKB. As the Morphling's Aegis is it's going to expire soon, but they're going to stampede into the jungle. They spot K1. He's got level 3 reincarnation and that BKB, don't forget. So TPs from Beastcoast likely to come. First life down. Ripper sees BKB was very early. Yeah, he's going to get roared up. He's got the BKB still going, but the physical damage from the Morphling is shredding through him. K1's about to drop the waveform forward. The final touch. And Teemo secures it. A double kill for the Morphling. Snowball back in though as Whisper and Schofield clear through the Centaur and the Phoenix. A little sprout, but Whisper's out. No, it's a triple.
Warriors of the wood.
He got him. So close for the Nature's Prophet to get out there. But yeah, both of the cores getting the kills. He also copied the Nature's Prophet, so Teemo's back out on the map, pushing lanes out. Wants to go for a tier 2. That was a really nice play there from them. Like going onto the Wraith King, and with K1 not clicking his BKB the first time around, they just roar him when he comes right back up
like a
with the
broken
egg.
record.
Just made it so hard for him to do anything in that last fight.
Visibility.
Dyer's middle tower is under an extraordinary amount of stress.
But nothing.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to feel the impact of Chris Luck. You know, he goes for that kill on the Snapfire mid, which means Radiant know that with no Sonic Wave, they don't have that big team fight ulti damage.
They're baiting the Phoenix.
They sure are, but the Phoenix dies so quickly, even with a gobble up. Oh, it catches.
Yeah,
They've
they
got
got
Chris
him.
Luck stuck. They've stayed up. Beautifully done by the Snapfire, and they've opened it up for the backstab from Teemo too. The bait works even. Even if he died immediately, they still click into action.
And what does that mean? It's a 5-man wipe, Gary.
Yeah, that's right. I've not even considered that. That long extended team fight coming all the way down to bottom lane from top jungle. And 2 minutes till Roshan fast spawn. Time now for some tier 3 items to get gathered up by Unknown as the entire map is open for them.
You know what, Gary? For some reason, I don't know why. Maybe you can help me realize why.
It would appear
still don't feel
Radiant's
like
top
Unknown
tower
are in a
is
winning
under
position.
attack.
With all these kills that are occurring,
Sorry, I just
everything
noticed that
happening,
Dyer's
I still
bottom
don't feel
tower
like
is
they're
under
gonna
attack.
win. I don't know.
Legitimately, it's what I said 5 minutes ago, right? It's
In a
the
blow to
Beastcoast
the
factor.
Dire,
It's like
their bottom
the
tower
same kind of
has
thing when you play
fallen.
against OG or Secret or Nigma. Even if you are 27-3 ahead, you've got a 10k lead, you lose
Radiant's
one team fight, or
structures
you mess up
are
once,
fortified.
or a 6 smoke gank
There
comes out
appears
from
to be some
Beastcoast
sort
in
of
front of your
magic
base, and you
at
lose
work.
Barracks, you lose Roshan, you lose the game, and it all snowballs out of contention. I feel like Unknown kind of just have to kick it into next gear because there have been, I don't know if passive is the right word, but it's been a bit slow.
Definitely. Like it's like
Radiant's
the kills
top
they get
tower
are
is under
solid,
attack.
but it's all on their side of the map. They're not able to lead those into anything more. And Beastcoast just nonstop, as Dino just wrote, ratting them.
The rat plays from Whisper.
Yeah, they're just delaying until it's like one fight. If Beastcoast wins, then you know what's gonna happen on this map. And I just want to
Dyer's
say,
middle tower
Unknown
is under
used
attack.
a glyph.
Dyer's middle
bottom
tower
creep wave.
has fallen.
So that's something they gotta be thinking about. You know,
Got it.
using glyph against Nature's Prophet, that could be a very bad idea.
See ya, Stinger. E-Blade, Roar, Axes,
delaying.
wait for him up. Teemo aggressive onto the high ground. This is dangerous from Unknown. Or Teemo
Yes.
snowballed upon. The K1, Chris Luck, BKBs have popped. Still looking all right with a gobble up, spit forward. A Queen of Pain blinks forward aggressively as K1 chases onto
Radiant's top
Teemo. The
tower
Morphling's
is
about to
under
fall.
attack.
He's dropping low, but he waveforms
Dyer's
out.
middle tower is
Stop.
under an
Schofield down.
extraordinary
The egg
amount
is
of
also finished off
stress.
though by Whispers. The kiss is cancelled out.
It
The
would
Suns
appear
again from Chris
Radiant's
Luck and
top
Beastcoast.
tower
It
is
looks like
under
they're winning this
attack.
fight, all things said and done. K1 is still alive.
Fight, though.
Chasing forward, there's the second life. Reincarnations pop. And Teemo, he wants back in short, but Whisper and Chris Luck have closed down onto RoboZ,
Radiant's
taking out
top
his streak,
tower
and
is
the
under
Morphlin couldn't.
attack.
He was stuck back in Fountain.
Oh my god. This is
And that's the
exactly...
Beastcoast factor.
This is exactly the moment I was
That's
feeling
it.
was gonna hum. He waved in for the Witch Doctor kill. All you know what started all that? The Witch Doctor clicking one magic wand. and Unknown is like, no, we gotta kill this Beast Coast player. And then Morphling goes in, doesn't click his BKB, and then he's like trying to get out without clicking BKB, and he's got full strength, no damage. Everyone's trying to help him to
Radiant's
get
top
out.
tower is
It's just
under
an absolute
attack,
disaster.
and not in a
So
good
what did
way.
it cost? A buyback on Tusk? But yeah, we saw the fight recap there. Chris Luck, I feel like, has not had a massive amount of impact this game, but that team fight, like 7,000 damage.
Radiant's
he got
top
3
tower has
orchids off,
fallen.
blinking around,
Surely
4
that was
daggers, 3
intentional?
screams. So much impact. Just that one fight, and now Beast Coast, you said it. You know what happens after they win a fight. The entire map turns red, and creep waves are flowing towards the Radiant base.
Oh, well, Gary, Unknown not there on the back foot. They got to get this map control back somehow. K1 is just running at them
Radiant's
with this AC
middle
BKB.
tower is under attack. I have no reason to lie
Man, they
about
have a
such
go.
things.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Glimmer
He
Cape.
says it's not alive yet, though. Oh, he's still not dead. Okay, not that
Stinger
good.
saved him.
Stinger's build is nice. He heals for a lot. He can pull you with Holy Locket, Glimmer. It's a real support right here. No, he doesn't even have a switcheroo on his Witch Doctor.
Did I feel a prick in my joint?
He really is just that very selfless support system for the Wraith King.
Yeah, he really is. That's how he keeps himself on the team, Gary. Just he's K1's butler. In game and
squire.
in real life.
Cup of tea, please. Don't mind if I do. Schofield keeps that vision up. It was a long line of dire vision all the way
Radiant's
across
bottom
that
tower
kind
is
of middle
under
section
attack.
of the map.
Bro, Whisper, he's found another one. It's
He
weak.
has. Hex and Orchid. Stampede used. They want to jump into their triangle to face off against Chris Luck and Stinger. Morphling has already had to Manta and try and retreat here. Teemo holding that BKB.
Yep, always holding that BKB. Look at Chris Luck and how he's using the BKB, right? Like the morph waves into him, boom, instantly clicks it. Doesn't give a shit. He's like, I ain't taking any damage. It's very important in fights that when you're going in, that you're not taking damage right away at the start. When you're down to 30%
Get after them.
you're only thinking about getting away. There's no outplay potential anymore, even if you do have a BKB anymore. So you just gotta click it, use it, chip away at your enemy first, and then that helps your teammates fight better.
And even more so when you got heroes like Wraith King, like Prophet on your team, right? Because Wraith King with a second life, you want extended team fights. Prophet with a buyback TP, you could also want
Gary.
extended team fights. And Roshan, he's just there for Beast
They
Coast.
know it's gonna be way too late. Nice.
The dive
shot
down the
from
high
Husk.
ground. The jump in for the Beastmaster. He's got the roar into the pit. In jumps the Centaur, but he starts up. He can't get to them again. And he kills
We
off.
now
Roshan's about
have
to fall.
confirmation
Down
that
he goes.
Roshan
Chris Luck
is the
snatches
latest
the
victim
Whisper
of
kills off the
Radiant
Phoenix and the
hostility.
Beastmaster dead inside the pit.
Regeneration.
They jump forward and they want the Morphling. Sprouting him up, popping the Linkers. There's no BKB on Teemo. He does manage to waveform a little further away, jumping off to the left-hand side. Oh, he's actually Blink, sorry, in Queen of Pain form.
Okay. You know what happened there? Beastmaster blinked in, he roared the Tusk, and there was nothing for the Glimmer Cape. Centaur went for the follow-up, still nothing for the Glimmer Cape. So he just got Snowball,
Radiant's top
stunned
tower
everyone.
is under
now
attack.
all the BKBs are on cooldown. Morphling, same thing, try to go for the Aegis steal. Quap got it. They did get the last hit though on the Roshan.
Yeah. They didn't get any of the items, right? Aegis cheese on the Queen of Pain. And there was a shard. That was the second one, wasn't it? That's Wraith King
I
has a
think
shard now.
Wraith King got it. Yeah, Wraith King got
Radiant's
it.
middle tower is under attack.
Is it Wraith King or Tusk? I believe it's Wraith King, yeah.
Yeah, I think Tusk had it
I
before
would
they
like to
killed
point
Roshan,
out
so he had
that
it already.
Radiant's
And
middle
Whisper
tower has
also has
fallen.
an Aghanim shard as they do move down bottom to help out K1, who's pushed up onto high ground. Are they going to breach through this tier 3? Glyph is there ready for the
Radiant's
Radiant.
bottom
They're not
tower
using
has
it, though.
fallen.
Holding the Glyph potentially
Strange
for the
to say,
barracks.
Radiant's
Still
middle
another,
tower
20
is under
seconds
attack.
for Beastmaster to respawn. Beast Coast. Think twice about their actions. Pushing mid and bottom at the same time, a little risky. Queen of Pain gonna go up and push and farm top lane.
Beastmaster's alive now. 2 seconds. And all the bounty units are being controlled.
Another to the
Wards are
tally.
being dewarded. There's one on this high ground. This is Unknown's I want to say this is Unknown's like one of their last chances under this vision right now. They need to get someone like Stinger. There you go. Okay. All right. Stinger's gone. He's out.
Catch the doctor. Oh, he's coming back up. Nope. And waddling around. Not sure where he wants to be. I'm interested to see what, like, Queen of Pain not going for Aghanim Shard
I
herself, going
spy
into the
with
Shivers
my little
Guard.
eye that
How do
Radiant's
you
bottom
rate that?
barracks
How
are
do you
under
rate that Queen of
attack.
Pain
Not
shard?
good.
You don't like
Not
it?
good. No, I don't like it. I like stats on her. I like items on her. I don't like this silence effect when she already has an orchid anyway. If you want to give it to me for free, sure, I'll take it, but I ain't buying it.
You're not spending money on it.
Yeah, it's like real life, you know. You got some like gear for your PC, you know. If a sponsor wants to give it to you for free, sure, you'll take it, but you know you're not gonna buy that.
You got one of those rock cat mice, one of those mad cat's mice. Yeah, I'm not gonna buy it, but you can give me one for free if you want.
My whole life, I only bought one thing for my setup, for my like gaming setup, and that's a mouse. A Steel
Really?
Series. Okay, I probably shouldn't say what mouse it is because they ain't sponsored. But yeah, it's a
wow.
mouse. That's all I bought.
And we're talking just like peripherals, right? Like headset, keyboard, mouse. We're not talking like graphics card and stuff. Okay.
Everything else I've gotten has been always from like a team, you know,
Oh, geez.
something like that.
That's a pretty good gig. I mean, I think I'm pretty similar with hoodies. Like esports apparel, I don't think I'll ever need to buy a hoodie in my entire bloody life.
Exactly. To be fair though, Gary, I've been using the same keyboard for 7 years.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
You got
Okay, here we go. Fight breaking out, Timo.
The Lincolns, gets the way form away. K1 still trying to move in with that double damage rune, but look at Schofield, so low already. Had to dip back while the Queen of Pain forces the BKB out of the Beastmaster, and K1 takes Wish down to half HP with that one big slap. Morphling has to stampede back with the help of Centaur.
Radiant's bottom
And they've
barracks
lost that
has
bottom
fallen.
range racks, probably
I've
the
never
melee
seen
too.
Radiant's
Glyph
structures
does
looking
get
so
pushed forward.
Radiant's bottom
Hold on
barracks
for dear
are
hope
under
here at Team
attack.
Unknown. And how quickly
seems
this
to
game
be
is
going
swung
around.
with that one fight in the mid lane, and now the Radiant team are losing their base. Chris Lux, Schofield, and K1 kill off Morphling.
Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
Second level kill on the last one. Dive into Fountain. Kill them all off. Supernova's there. Up in the Fountain on the high ground. Focusing it down little by little. They do get it. Prada's gone. I don't think this game is gone too. Schofield's just in there punching the snap.
Radiant's bottom barracks has fallen.
He can blink away in a second
Could
too.
still go
Oh, this is
either way,
disastrous. And it's just GG.
Green, I see.
Yep. You know what, Gary? Let me know if you want the script to the game, Gary. To
Dire
next game.
victory!
Yeah.
And I do mean dire.
You know, Unknown, they're great. Like, they're individually skilled. They got good draft. But the problem is they don't know how to play aggressively, especially in the mid game. This is what we've been seeing with all of the South American teams that are not Beast Coast or Thunder Predator at the moment.